Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the studio. As always, I'm Mercy, and this is Studio Mercy's Tunecast. To my left, I have Panto Ocelot. To my right, I have Vito Skeletino. And to my rightest of right, I have the beautiful gearhead, Pissweed. Boys, how the fuck we doing? All at once.
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you. I had a nice week out here.
On a good day. I mean, I was napping.
I followed around a protest and the people liked me.
You found, wait, what? Really? Cool.
Oh yeah, there's a protest on campus and they actually recognized me from when I spoke to, I can't get into the specifics of who anyone was or who they represented, but
Yeah.
some people had some opinions about current events, and they appreciated my support.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. So did you, like, promote Tunecast? Can you it's just like, hey guys, I know we're here for a reason, but let me tell you, dude, have you ever tried W?
I bet people are like, oh my god, it's the Panto and Ocelot, the guy that's been telling stories that he threw a shopping cart in the lake.
Yes, we love. Guys, you don't understand.
So
I want
they
to.
recognized me from being at another table and supposedly putting in some good work, talking to somebody at it. I don't know exactly that means to put in some good work, but you know what? They appreciate me, and I'm glad to be appreciated.
And a boy. So, guys, it's customary. We know how this shit works. Before we get started, it's time to hear about everybody's week. Actually, it's been bi-weekly. Last week, we actually didn't do the Mercy Plays, so it's been 2 weeks, boys. It's time to hear about your whole last saga. Pan, my beautiful man. How was your goddamn 2 weeks?
My 2 weeks? Well, I'm not putting in my 2 weeks. So it almost feels like I am. I am almost done. Its finals are almost here. I actually have one tomorrow, and then I have a couple the rest of them like next week.
Yeah.
Preparing for that. I've been doing good all year, so no matter what happens, I'm pretty much set. I just hope for the best anyway.
Okay.
Family's been good. Grandmother actually opened a bank account. We pushed it out of the fucking house.
Oh, hell yeah. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Plus, she's actually able to somewhat move into the chair on her own, which is great.
Oh, okay. That is good. That is really, really good. Oh, well, fuck yeah, dude. Anything else?
Sally asked me to help her with some things, and she gave me $40. I basically helped her send a letter to one of her tenants in another state, and she wants my help again. I said I'd help her on Sunday, because apparently she wants a copy of the paper, and also she needs it like notarized or something now. But I helped her send it. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, don't mind him. He's been doing that the whole. Anyways. Dude, that's really good. You know, the thing that I like about you the most, Pan, is that you really like to help others. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's because, like, is it like a willing thing? Like, do you just do this because you have no choice? Or is this just something you like doing?
Every single person I've ever met is holding a gun against me and telling me that I need to help them out. Otherwise, they might shoot me. I'm just kidding. Personally, I feel like it's usually just the right thing to do. I don't consider myself a social person. I'm more like, I have a complicated relationship with other people, which is kind of ironic because here I'm on a talk show. Hi.
Funny how that works.
I'm not a people person.
I'm waiting for Chewy to find this podcast. Just bro.
It just happens to me, and I'm just willing to help out.
A fucking man. You know, I get it, man. You know, it's like, it's custom nature. You want to help people. It's just how it is, you know? Vito.
Well, yeah, I only want to help so much. Like that one homeless person I met at McDonald's. I had just gone in there. I was gonna get food. He was leaving, wanted me to push him to a bus station. We didn't make it to the bus station because the bus stop he wanted to go to is actually across the highway, and I was like, "Let me give you to someone else."
Wait, is
And
this
then I did.
is this not a joke? You did this?
This guy, like, he got into the McDonald's on his own.
He's being serious. Motherfucker, your life is a Yakuza sub-story, bro. What do you mean? Can you help me go across the highway, please?
No, but let me go over to the superstore across the street and hand it to someone else.
Jesus.
And by handing to someone else, I mean I put him somewhere where people would find him and then left.
Oh my god. Why are you the way that you
I
are?
wanted to go back to McDonald's. I'm sorry. I wanted to eat.
I
I went on there with my mother, and she was waiting for me to come back to my fucking side quest.
Like Pan is secretly like a serial killer. Like
it's like Dexter. He has to be. That's the crime against us. Like, dude, he does all this good stuff to cover up his evil lifestyle. We've seen it peak a couple of times. His episode is literally used in court. Like the Pan Day episode is gonna be like usable in court.
There's nothing in the Pan episode. There wasn't even
Nothing.
Wasn't even me. That's not.
There is no Pan episode.
There is no Pan episode. There's no Mercy episode either. It's just mess. Yeah.
That is a misrepresentation of my character and cannot stand in this character assassination attempt by my peers.
Hey, fucking men. All right. Before we're I know this is the crime episode, but yeah, we're sliding. Vito, my beautiful boy.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, by the way, Vito.
Shit.
What's up? That's a sick ass fit you got going on there, homie. What the fuck? Damn.
Thanks, man. It's got like a little gun harness on it. It's a little chest rig, you know. I got my dog.
Damn.
I got another Hawaiian shirt. It's got guns on it. It's got guns and roses on it. So guns and roses on it.
Wow. Now who did that for you?
That would be Gar at GaronPex.com. Just kidding. It's Mojave Customs through Discord.
Wow.
Mojave Customs.
If you want a sick fit like me.
He's like, no, don't do it.
I need to get myself Hawaiian shirts.
He's like, mierda, tu papilla. Ah, mierda. Okay. Vito, how's your 2 weeks been, man? What's been going on with you? I heard you had some kind of fucked up stuff, but go for it.
What fucked up stuff?
Yeah, you had like the big boy training and stuff, right? You had to go back out there.
Big boy training?
I don't know.
Weekend?
Yeah, your drill weekend.
Oh yeah, drill weekend was okay. It was okay in the sense that like it wasn't like hard or anything. It was mentally tough though because we just got a new supply sergeant and this new supply sergeant did not realize that I'm new to the army. Not really. You know, well, I'm new-ish to the army, okay? So they're coming to me because since I'm the only Seaburn guy in the entire unit, they're coming to me about our gas masks. They're like, well, have we done the 5988s and the do we have that on the mall and you know all these like nomenclature shit. Like I'm just like, okay, Sergeant, I want you to know that I, Private First Class, last name, have been in the army for 1 year. Please help me. You know?
And then the sergeant's like, oh, okay, all right.
So
Wow.
I spent a good amount of that drill cleaning up the supply room and just trying to get my bearings on the stuff that I'm going to be owning. So the supply room is going to be my kind of responsibility because we have all our M50 Pro masks, which are like the gas masks, right? So I'm trying to get all the inventory in check. I'm working with the supply sergeant to get like tags because the last jackhole who is fucking in this unit, the last Seaburn, in their infinite wisdom, used fucking permanent marker to mark all of our gas masks like on canvas bags, like in their carry case. And now we have these random ass numbers on these canvas bags in the individual carry bags or ICEs, right, or ICBs, right? And I'm just like, well, this doesn't match this, and then there's multiples of one that meet the same number, and there's a difference between like an M50 and an M51. An M51 has different. I can go about this all day.
Yeah, so it seems like this. It seems like this fucking dude,
like trying to pick up this like who is here before me. You know, it's just like
exactly. This dude took his job and he went, "Fuck the guy that is in front of me. This works now."
Yeah. I mean, other than that, we did like morning PT. I didn't get to do much of it because I'm still on a LOD claim.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, yeah, for my injury. So
yeah,
an LOD claim is like workers' comp, but it's not really. LOD stands for line of duty. So
yeah.
For those who don't know, I fucked up my knee really bad.
Really
before
bad.
That. Yeah, I still like have the mark on my knee, and my knee still kind of pops when I bend down. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll fucking see. But that's all right. I have this next drill coming up though on March 3rd, or May 3rd. We have an ACFT, so that's the Army Combat Fitness Test. So I've been doing this workout plan that my line sergeants put me on, and it's kicking my ass, dude.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I have to do. Now, granted, I've not been able to pull this off 100%, and I'm saying that with full integrity here, but I'm supposed to be doing 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 100 push-ups, and
what the fuck?
Pull-ups daily.
Okay, One Punch Man.
The reason, the way to pull that off is you do like sets of 25 for each, right? So you do 25 sit-ups, 25 push-ups, 25 squats, and then you do 5 pull-ups, right? I've gotten the first day I did all 100 of each section. And
Jesus.
I did I think I maybe did 10 pull-ups. But recently, in recent days, it's really only been 25 of each or 50 of each, which still isn't bad. I'm also running twice a week, which sucks, but I need to because the ACFT is coming up. So, oh man, yeah, I love the Army. The Army loves me, and
I love the Army. The Army loves me.
You literally sound like freaking Zach Hazard right there from Birdfire's channel.
It put lotion in the basket.
Oh my God.
Fuck up, panel. I'll fucking kill you. No, but our Army bullshit aside, work's been cool. I guess it's been really quiet. Today sucked so bad. Not because of there was drama like usual, but because there was no drama. So my day was just sitting at the fucking computer doing my audits, and the next 6 hours I was just what the fuck do I do?
Oh my God.
It was so boring. It dragged ass all day, man. Here's the thing I always tell everybody at my building, right? I'm listen, when I'm about to fall asleep at work, that's a good day for Chewy because nothing wrong is happening. I'm like the cleanup guy. If somebody's hurt, they're like, oh my God,
yeah, oh my God.
Where it's oh my God, this fucking forklift it ran into a rack. Oh my God. And it's just Vito, if I'm bored out of my goddamn mind, it's smooth sailing, man. The ship is looking great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like to imagine your boss just sees you fucking slump down at your desk sleeping, and he's like, another safe day for Chewy.
Another safe productive day.
Yeah.
Safety guy, our lead safety guy is taking a nap.
Another day for safety.
Yeah, but my boss is still kind of new to the company. I think I talked about this like a couple Tunecasts ago.
Yeah,
that
your
my
boss got
previous
fucking
boss got
booted.
motherfucking fired. Yeah.
So now you have more seniority than your own boss.
So dude, you know what's crazy? Here's the thing, right? Is like, I loved that dude, right? He was a great mentor to me, but like, I've now, since he's left, have come to realize just how bad he did at his job. You know,
Was it that bad?
I hate to say that, you know. And it's, I don't say that lightly because he's a great dude. He's very passionate about safety, you know. And it's just like, we're cleaning up after him essentially. And then our new boss that came in, he's an external hire. He's looking at this shit. He's like, so what did you guys do for this? We did, well, this guy was supposed to do it, this guy being my last boss. And then we found out he didn't, even though he told us he did. So we're like trying to like pick up our angles and making sure we're compliant. And then I just had to like go back through our like fall rescue plan and make sure that was all good, you know. And it was just like, it's been a learning experience for sure because we're doing a lot of cleanup. But anyways, that's enough about me. I've been busy with work stuff, and I mean at home I've just been working out. Last thing I'll say, during my workouts, a really cool thing happened and a really not cool thing happened on the same run.
Okay.
So, which one do you want to hear first?
The bad one.
Okay, so the really not cool thing that happened during my run, right, is I didn't notice it, so I run to like this park, basically. It's about a mile, and then it's a mile back, right? So when I went to the park, I didn't notice it the first time, but then on my way back, I noticed it. Somebody dumped a cat, dude. Somebody dumped a cat in a canvas bag.
No!
And I knew it was a cat because it was in the shape of one, and it's been sitting there for a while because the canvas bag is sunken in, and I saw the ribs.
No!
And that ruined my whole fucking day. So, if you're that motherfucker who dropped the cat off the road, like, I hope you die. Seriously.
I hope you literally die. Whoever whoever did that, I will find you, and I can't say that, but I hope that your pillow is forever warm and not cold on both sides. I hope you always stub your toe, and then I hope it never heals.
I hope every day when you go home, like the step to your door is slightly at a different elevation each and every time, so you're always misconvening.
I hope they never have the tornadoes when you go to 7-Eleven. Fuck you.
Yeah, so that was really shitty, but the really cool thing that happened on the run, despite that, was like there's this American flag right at this community that I passed, and the wind was blowing for a while, and it kind of knocked the flag to like its middle elevation. And I saw the flag, and I got real inspired because I'm a military man. I was like, hell yeah,
boy,
America, my country. So I ran faster, and by the time I got to the flag, it made its way back to the top.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
That's some fucking character development shit right there.
I was like, wow.
I was literally
Not really, but I did.
Running like the wind.
Yeah, anyways, that's been my week. Just working out, work, drill weekend. I don't know, Sergeant. I'm just a private. Anyways, yeah, that's me. Go ahead this week.
Oh my god. Yeah, Pissweed, it's time for your week. How have you been, my man?
Well, the past couple of weeks have been all right. Work has been picking up like crazy. Farming season is right around the corner. My boss's son-in-law is driving me up a fucking wall already. And it's just not even planting season yet, and he wants me to start working on his farm equipment. And knowing him, I wish I could do the quotation fingers here in this game here, but my hands are broken, so I can't move them. But my boss's son-in-law is a quote farmer unquote.
Okay.
but he doesn't like to turn wrenches.
Oh, he's the kind of guy that buys this Chevy Silverado or the F-150 and uses it in the city and doesn't use it for what's in the commercials.
Yeah. Well, he's a John Deere lover boy, and he's a Ford F-150 driver.
Okay, so he goes to your shop a lot.
He's like a country boy with vacations.
Yeah. That drives in the city.
You fix farm
I call his
equipment?
truck Yes, I do.
A cold beer,
I
blue
work on
red
everything.
makeup.
I work on everything.
Okay.
And I also drive semi truck during the farming season, during the harvest season. I drive farm equipment. I work on farm equipment. I work on automobiles. I fucking work on medium duty equipment. I fucking work on everything. Ah!
Oh
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Hey,
it seems
on the
like
bright side, Pipsqueak, my check engine light is no longer there, and I didn't do anything, so I don't know what happened. I'm probably gonna put coolant in there still.
Okay.
Yeah,
Boys.
it's self-fueled itself. I don't know. I'm gonna put coolant in it just to be safe, but yeah. What's up, man?
Well,
Go ahead, yours.
I've had a weird couple of weeks, but I guess I could just say this. So I've been sick as fuck, guys. Like, not good.
I'm wondering what is going on with you? Why are you getting sick so much?
I don't know, guys. So thank God it wasn't COVID.
You need to sleep more.
Well, it's not that.
God, yeah, I'm Penny the Wise. Why,
Boy, I oughta. Oh yeah. So basically, I was sitting there, Penny. She was sick. I'm not gonna say it was her because I do work at a museum, and you know what happens at a museum. I've literally watched a kid as I'm checking him out. Motherfucker's literally sitting there, just sneezing as I'm telling people how to use these wristbands. Guys, like, imagine I'm like, all right, guys, so there's a metal chip on the back of your wristband, and then what you do is you take it to the kiosks, and then once you're inside the kiosks, you go through, and then it's just, okay, we get it, kid. Go away. You know what I mean? That's this kid, okay? And so I get sick a lot at work, and I don't take a lot of vaccines because I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but it's one of those things to where, like, I don't want to force myself to get sick. Does that make any sense? Because, like, you do get, I'm not, but you get a mild sickness. So I just don't want to choose to be sick.
That's how vaccines work, like, okay, I'm no doctor or I'm no scientist, but from my understanding, the vaccine has to give you the ick to make you resistant to the ick.
Right.
It's just a lot weaker.
I know.
It's like a really weak version of that ick.
Yeah.
Like the COVID vaccine, like you'll get COVID symptoms taking the vaccine because it's giving you COVID on purpose.
Just weaker, just tremendously weaker. No like long ass side effects. It's so much better for you because you're beating the shit out of it like it's fucking level 1 or 99 level mob boss here.
Dude, did you guys?
We're out of jail.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But I wanted to say, so basically, I've had COVID about 6 times now. I feel like I should be like a special infected from like Left 4 Dead.
There's
yeah,
no way you got it 6 times.
I swear to fuck.
You tested COVID for 6 times.
Yeah. Straight up, dude. Well, right? I mean, you got to take into effect where I work. You know what I mean?
Most people get it like 3, maybe 4, but 6.
No. Well, because recently straight up. Well, this isn't COVID now. The last time I had COVID counted me 6 times. Yeah. Fucked up.
It sure wasn't like the flu or something.
No, it was dead ass COVID. I had like a thing from work and tested, and they were all positive tests. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm sick. Okay, so I've been fucking down and out, and there's a lot I wanted to do, but I couldn't do it. Like I wanted to keep moving shit at the house. The house looks awesome, guys. I can't wait to like get everything else moved up there. But now I'm at that point to where like it's like the unfillable or the unemptiable cup. Like I clean something from my room, and then it just comes back. I'm like, where does all this shit keep coming from? So I'm at that point now where I'm just going to take like a garbage bag and just like fucking, I don't want you. Or I'll sort this and sort that and just like, listen, dude.
You put it in, get your shit and put it in a bag and then you just deal with it later.
Let me just say the thrift stores in the Western New York area are going to be very purple coming soon. There's going to be a lot of purple hitting those thrift stores, but yeah.
And now Mercy has another thing he's got to take into account here. Summertime is right around the corner here.
Oh,
He's
shut
gonna have to start doing
shut up.
lawn care.
Shut up. Well,
Get out the riding lawnmower.
that's fun though. I have a sun hat and I have a ride on, so but yeah, so other than that, guys, recent developments, I guess. I was at work and Facebook verified me. So they're like, congratulations, you're a part of the Facebook crew. And I'm like, okay, so what does this mean though? So apparently all it means is I have a blue check mark and all of my songs are on Facebook. So like, you know how you can like, oh, I'm listening to this right now with this person on your little status bar and you can like search for a song. That's where that all of my songs are. It's stupid. And I'm like, I kind of want to make like a Minion meme. And just like post like, hey, Studio Mercies on Facebook. That's it's I don't know. That's cool though. I mean, I guess fucking it makes me look very professional.
You have to use all the boomer memes possible.
Yes.
You have to use that stupid ass banana that like peeled itself with like the weird smile like covering his crotch.
Oh my god, yeah, and then the fucking strawberries running away. It's like it looks like you got a strike in bowling. Oh my god. Stop, dude. You just unveiled in memory.
A 70-year-old in the comment that says, ha, ha, so funny.
Oh my god. Yeah. Ha, ha, I hate my wife. Yeah, for real. I hate this post. This is so stupid. But yeah, basically, other than that, I've just been sick as fuck. But yeah. Shut up!
Krusty, god damn.
All right, yeah, guys, I feel like Krusty is right, though. You know, we got to get started on today's topic. So, boys, Vito, it's customary. Your job is to walk around the set and tell us, what do we got?
Okay, so starting from the left, we've got the guy that... Shut up. Don't speak any words, okay? You know him. Shut up! So we have Mariah Carey.
Let me move out of the way.
Still trying to melt. We got the AC blasting in there. We got that shit up to like, or down to like negative 85, bro. Like it's nice and you know, chill in there.
The Minnesota weather AC is cranked up on there. It's negative 45 all the time.
Hey,
we got a good old meme over here. We got Bear. I remember you, Bear. Bear that fucking like move at Mach speed almost killed us 6 times.
Fuck that Bear, dude.
Wait, are you sure that's not me in there?
I'm just surprised we got this guy in a cage. I'll be honest.
That's like, very impressive seeing Deity Abundance there.
Yeah, for real.
I think he's there by choice. Like I don't know how we could have pulled that off.
Yeah, he's just humoring us at this point.
These wanted posters that does not mean that we're wanted fugitive.
Oh my! Shut up!
That means we're wanted by our loved ones. We're being held ransom.
We're wanted by our loved ones.
Definitely not piracy.
Yeah, people want us to be happy, so we're wanted. You know.
Yeah.
Wanted, hey, it's a personal affirmation.
And obviously, dead smack in the center, we got our wonderful logo. Man, Studio Mercy's Tunecast, just his, not ours.
His, not. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I hate. It's not true. Anyways, guys, we know what's coming next. You know, Vito, you tell me a lot of shit, man. And I gotta say, dude, you must have the shittiest energy in the world, dude. Like, I just woke you up. You literally texted me today. You were like, oh, man, dude, I had the best energy all day, bro.
That's just true, man. Like, I woke up, I felt great. I felt alive, you know? And I was like, it's gonna be great. I had some coffee. I had an energy drink. I was like, shit, this is great. But then that energy drink wore off, and I was just like, the crash, dude. The crash was insane. I was dead asleep on my desk, and then Mercy just like called me in Discord, and I thought World War III was happening.
Wow. Dude, I think your energy's just been mega shit lately. Like,
Yeah. Man.
what about you,
I
Pam?
love my energy drinks, but it's like a double-edged sword, man. It fucks me up in the end.
I'm feeling kind of fine now, but I'm gonna need some of that for the shit I'm up to.
Right. What about you, Pissweed?
I don't know what that means.
My energy levels have been kind of a little sluggish lately in that. So, what do you got, Mercy? Do you have a solution for this? Oh wait,
Yeah.
I do.
I've heard that you've gotten a mascot.
Yes. So, let me call him real quick, okay?
Oh,
So-
I want to meet this mascot. I wonder
Yeah,
where is he?
absolutely. So, we're just gonna
Hmm.
all right.
I think I hear him.
Oh,
It's me, Captain the Blast.
Hey, Captain the Blast! Why'd you murder our friend? What the fuck, man? What is wrong? That's so much blood. Holy
That
shit,
is-
it's like raining.
It's a minor inconvenience because in front of you, I have placed Dubby energy containers. Take a sip, boys. Enjoy the energy. Okay.
Thanks, Captain the Blast.
Damn.
Honestly,
This shit's pretty good.
You know what's crazy? Is like this tastes like the energy drink that I had this morning, but I feel like none of that. It's that jittery feeling,
That's because I have nootropics. I also don't have maltodextrin. And no sugar. No crash. Listen here, boys. If you want more, you use Studio Mercy's coupon. 10% off at w.gg. Now,
Thanks, Captain the Blast.
about your friend, I gotta get out of here. Captain the Blast. Away!
Oh, what a guy.
What the fuck? Where'd he go?
I don't
Where's
know. I think
Pissweed?
Pissweed has been atomized. Oh, he's right here, actually.
Oh wow, man.
oh.
Hey.
I
You know, us skeletons, we're so resilient,
Hey, don't worry about it, Pissweed.
That-
In front of you,
Yeah,
there's
we
a
have
Dubby container. Just sip that real quick. You'll feel a lot
oh my
better.
God.
So
Oh,
good.
yeah, hold
Here's
on,
the kid.
hold on. Let me just grab this quick.
Wow. There it is.
Oh man, I feel really rejuvenated now. Holy cow, let's do this.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Dubby Energy is the absolute solution to crashing. No calories, no sugar, no maltodextrin, fillers, artificial colors, and it's a lot cheaper than a can of energy drink. Use code Studio Mercy for your next tub, and we will absolutely appreciate it. My favorite flavors are Dub Sludge, I like Galaxy Grenade, and they just recently got Solo Leveling, a great flavor if you guys haven't checked out them. They're very, very neat. But it is time for the show. Dubby Energy, baby. So, boys, now that I guess Pissweed is rejuvenated and we're all just kind of ready to kick some ass here on the show, I think it's about time we start our topic. So, guys, today we are talking about crime.
Right.
Absolutely.
I know all about the crime.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never do crimes, of course, but
You never do crimes? I
Yeah,
don't know.
crime. I don't do. I don't know.
crimes. Oh yeah, for sure.
Never do crimes, kids.
Oh, wait, Vito, aren't you a mafia boss?
No, I'm an
What?
entrepreneur. I'm a
You're
business
not-
owner. God, turn it off.
Criminal. Okay. But-
No, it's legitimate. Okay, it's in the books.
Mhm.
Okay,
Legitimate business, all right.
it's a legitimate business. I own many businesses. I
Yep.
sell lots of products.
Those heat signatures are food,
And I
baby.
don't the poor. I I sell lots of products, and I also help the poor.
We have
Judge
a
me.
joke. There's a restaurant in my
I have a
area.
big family I provide for. What's
It's
up?
there's a restaurant in my area. They went out of business, no joke, but they claim to be home of the Philly cheesesteak. I don't live in Philly. Okay, so there's the first flag. The building was the size of a trailer. Second flag. There was a 375-degree heat signature from satellite coming from this building. Third red flag. Because a lot of these places that are drug fronts, and especially heating and growing rooms, meth labs, what they do is they double as a restaurant at the front end. That way the heat signature looks like stoves and cooking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, that's it's funny too. Like when I was a kid, there was a place around me. It was a sandwich shop that was a money laundering scheme. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I thought they would put their money in the washer and clean it. I'm like, well, that's good. You know, like I hate, you know, the idea of dirty money. And my mom's like, no, you fucking idiot. They're taking criminal money and making it civilian money. And I'm like, yeah, but how do you do that? Yeah, I didn't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I grew up. So guys, today's topic is a broad one. We're talking about crime. We're talking about famous cases. We're talking about detectives, or maybe it could be comic books. Who's your favorite villain? Who is it? The Jonkler? You know, like I too put fucking dip my fries in my milkshake. You know, like shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good broad topic. So starting off, guys, what is the stupidest thing you guys know of that somebody got arrested for?
Hmm.
Do you guys like have anything?
One fact that I know of is that there's a website called Florida Man. It's like Florida Man Today or something. I don't know what it's called, but you can look up your birthday and type in Florida Man article, and you can just find an article of a Florida man for your birthday. And for mine, they stole a vending machine.
Oh, wait, can we see? Wait, it's called FloridaMan.com?
I don't know what it's called.
Birthday challenge. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. The Florida Man birthday challenge. How do I check it though? Oh, okay.
You put,
I got this.
wait,
I think
who's this
so.
guy? Oh fuck! This is not the same website, and also that's much worse than the thing I just talked about. Jesus Christ!
What the fuck have you just done? Anyways,
I found.
I don't want to know.
Found.
I don't want to know. Don't.
You just put in your birthday and you find something.
Okay. Well, let's find this out. Hold on. Let's see here.
I've done nothing. I've found terrible things.
All right. Let's do something real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got this, guys. Okay, so first things first, I guess let's start off with Vito's birthday. Vito, what's your birthday, homie?
My birthday is
Yeah.
October 30th. Not 31st, but 30th, 1996.
Florida man. I guess should we go by the age, like the year? Let's see what we
Sure.
got. Yeah, why not? So we got.
Definitely some weird Florida man in 1996, I guarantee you.
Oh wow, check this out. So, Florida man detained for throwing sex toy on field in New York. This event took place in Buffalo, New York. Even though a Florida man was in the lead role, the incident also made Bill Belichick, head coach of the New England Patriots, smile. The images obtained from the event were proof that this event would not be forgotten for a long time. This event, which could only happen in Florida, was interesting even if it spilled over state lines. 34-year-old Michael Abdallah traveled to Buffalo, NY to watch a football game. Here, his aim was to watch the game between the Buffalo Bills. He did not neglect to break the rules. So yeah, your guy threw a sex toy. Okay. I'll
He
just
threw a
I'll,
hot
Awesome.
dog out on the field.
I'll keep using
know
this
what?
website.
You know what? I think you know, I don't think that's the worst crime ever. I think he was just trying to have some fun, and
It's not
he,
bad. No, yeah.
just wanted to throw a sex toy. You know,
Yeah,
I could have
yeah.
done that.
He
Let's
just
do my
wanted to throw a
birthday.
fortified hot dog.
So my birthday, July 20th. I'm a dragon, baby. A Florida man shot the tires of his AT&T truck, which he thought was blocking his truck. I want you to keep in mind it says of his AT&T truck. So he owns this truck.
Wait, so he parked his AT&T truck in front of his driveway, and then he
Yeah.
goes, like, "Oh, this fucking jackass parked in front of my driveway." And
I
it's
think.
just,
Oh, it's got a video. It's got a video. Hold on.
Oh my.
Oh, it's an advertisement. Never mind. Well, we hate those. Taking a large gun with him and moving slowly. The parked truck is under fire, and someone inside the truck cannot get down because of the shooting. Oh shit! So this wasn't his truck. That's a typo. Person who owns this website. But there's a fucking AT&T dude, which he thought was blocking his. Yeah, this dude. He's like, oh, you blocked my driveway. I'm gonna fucking you know. Wow. Okay. This is like a Minnesota Post, but piss me.
Whatever. That ain't the Jesus.
Piss
No,
me.
it's more Florida than anything else.
Hey man, what's your birthday?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yours.
October 9th, 1989.
This old part.
Is this bleach? What the fuck is it showing me? Oh, it's ink. I think. I don't know. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care about ink.
Yeah.
We love ink cartridges. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by any of this shit. So, Florida man charged with violence-related battery and child abuse. This dude looks
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
hey, you guys from the Goonies. He looks like fucking,
Goonies.
yeah,
I
dude.
recently
like this
rewatched
one.
that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, my lady has never watched it before, and that really upset me. So I wanted to watch it with her.
Now,
It's really ironic that you mentioned that.
is that the now? I run my memory. Is this the movie where the chubby kid goes, "Oh, there's no fucking ice cream," and then like slams the door or something to like an ice cream thing? I don't know. I don't think I watched the Goonies. Listen, when the Goonies came out, I was eating marbles. Okay, I was that
Oh,
kid.
my.
And this weed is gone.
I am gone. What the hell?
Damn.
Oh my goodness. The random DQ right there. Mercy, why do you kick me all the time? This is not fair. You do this to me all the time.
It's the best bit. I love doing it. Pan, my boy.
Oh my god.
I sent you an article, but the video seems to be a bit broken.
Oh, okay.
It's the one I was talking about, not the one that shows up on the website.
Yeah, I think you're remembering it kind of wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's Chunk, the kid. He
Oh my
actually
God.
does find the ice cream. He's like, they got Rocky Road and they got mint chocolate chip, but there's like a dead guy in there.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that being
I
said,
love the Goonies.
Pan, real quick, what is your birthday?
November 16th. But if you look, you do not want to read the thing from the Florida Man Birthday Challenge.
That bad?
You do not want to stream it.
Okay. Okay. With that being said, that's the end of that, boys and girls.
No, don't worry, Mercy. I sent you a link to an actual news article.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
of the one
Question.
thing I was
The
remembering.
original question was like, what's the like stupidest thing that led to somebody's arrest? How did this turn into immediately Florida man stuff?
I mean,
I
because
told
it's
us
just
to
Florida, man. It's just so
China's
true.
Florida.
True.
Like, I'm still trying to find the video of him stealing the vending machine, but
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this ain't that bad.
But-
So let's see here.
no. The thing I'm avoiding showing you.
Oh, Yeah, okay, I got you. So yeah, so man pulls vending machine out of the wall and carries it away.
Get it away.
Yeah.
No, that's not too
Wow.
surprising. I've seen somebody like carry a fridge on their shoulder on a bicycle once.
Yes, I saw that video. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you turn off your ad blocker, you can watch the video.
Whoa, Mercy, you block advertisements? That's
On
badass.
the Miami Herald.
It's like you wear sunglasses in the daytime? That's bad. You're gonna protect your eyes. Sorry, I get advertised enough, man. I can't do it.
No,
I
you
just
heard me. I said that was badass.
Oh. See, now that's the
Yeah.
truth. We hate advertisements, man. Listen, my Alexa's already got me covered,
Fuck
bro.
advertisements. Use code Studio Mer.
Fuck advertisements, dude. Hey, guys, w.gg. No, fuck that.
Use code Studio Mercy for 10% off.
Yeah,
on your
but
next order.
straight up, man. You know, it's I do dip my Cheetos in honey mustard. I just tapped back and I saw that. But it's, dude, I fucking love everything about just crime. Crime's so fun. You know,
Crime is fun.
crime
can
is
just-
fun.
There's just a lot of
I have
times
a-
when you can just
I have
do
a-
something. Just right
I have
now.
a personal, like, I guess, story of the most stupidest thing someone got arrested for. My
Okay.
friend got arrested, but he was like a teen. Like when I was with him, so me and him were outside his house. Like we were probably, I don't know, 14, right? And we were fucking bored out of our minds, so we were throwing apple slices in the road. Right? just
You
because.
fucking
you know,
criminals.
yeah, we were just throwing apple slices.
What?
You know, lo and behold, a freaking car comes by and splat, and then he just like breaks, and then he slowly reverses. I shit you not. We look at this guy as he like reverses. He's looking at us, and he pulls out his cell phone, puts it to his ear. We're like, oh fuck.
That's a little too extra. This guy sucks.
Yeah.
He was the worst. Yeah, he called 911 on a couple of teenagers just being dummies, you know.
There's apple slices in my
we
fucking.
we didn't really get like arrested, but my friend got detained.
That's
So-
stupid.
So the reason why he got detained is because he kind of buckles under pressure,
Mhm.
and his scapegoat is like he'll lie out of his ass. I was just like when one of the officers was talking to me, he's like, "So what were you guys doing?" And I was like, "Oh, yep, we were throwing apple slices. We threw about the X amount. You know, it hit a fucking car. Yeah." You know, I was just
Right.
like, "That's the story," you know. And then my friend, you know, we'll call him Bobbert.
Bobbert, yeah,
he was
we love
like-
Bobbert.
You know, he was like, you know, it's just, I mean, we were eating some apples, you know, and then like, you know, we were just messing around, throwing it up in the air, and I guess one of the ones that we threw in the air fell into the road and it hit the car on accident. He was really just lying out of his ass, and then
Oh my
they
god,
searched
yeah.
him, and then
Oh.
they detained him because he was just not telling the truth, and I was like, oh my god.
I will say though, you know, like if there's one thing I've learned, okay, so my run-in with the law, okay, I got a speeding ticket, I got a couple of speeding tickets, but I just started out driving, you know what I mean? See, I relied too much on the digital speedometer, so when I got my old car back, the Juke, it was analog. You know, so I'm like, it's not. I see 50. It's just a little bit above that. It's got to be fucking 55 or it was 70. But, yeah. So I also learned that day that my speedometer was not correct. So in a way, it wasn't my fault, but I still got the ticket because I still did the crime. And
Yeah.
so
That right there is pretty much called a fix-it ticket.
fix a ticket. Yep. Oh my god, dude, I gotta tell you guys something funny. So it's not funny. This is horrible. But second time I got into an accident. Okay, it was with my Altima, and fucking the car in front of me took a really, really sharp turn, and it was just like right from a green light, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, so I skirted out of the way, and it clipped the side of my vehicle. And
I think I remember you showing me a picture of this.
yeah, you saw the damage. So it's horrible. The car was absolutely mangled. Fucking his car was fucking fine, go figure. But I had to drive that to the accident repair center. So as I was doing that, I'm just driving this. No. I didn't get pulled over. Thank God. It was a mangled fucking mess scraping down the road. And I passed a cop, and the cop just like, it looked, and then he double looked with his like wide eyes. He never turned around, but it's just like, you know what I mean? He's like, is that legal? You know what I mean? Because you do see those. Listen, the best cars I always see on the road, they have like you just got passed by a girl, and there's like a bunch of fucking dents on the car, like all over the car. Or oh fuck, I don't know, but the Juke had non-automatic lights, so they didn't turn on when it was nighttime. Okay, so when you click it on once, that's the blinkers, right? So I was driving, I'm like, it's dark as fuck. Woo! The guy keeps like, I'm bone white knuckles on the steering wheel, and he's like, so it's pretty dark out tonight, huh? I'm like, yeah. He's like, how long have you been driving, kid? I'm like, 2 months. He's like, you see that thing on your steering wheel dash? I'm like, yeah. He's like, and he clicks it, and it goes to the full lights. He's like, yeah.
Parking
So
lights
he's like, you gotta click the 2. And I'm like, oh, because I've never driven at night, you know, because you're not allowed. It was the first night ever that I had to use my legit lights, you know. But yeah, no, it's guys. If there's one thing I've learned, it's just be honest with the cops. You know what I mean? Like if you're polite and you're honest and they're not a dickhead, like, you know, you're fine. You know, just don't be a dick and escalate the situation like Vito, honestly, you know, friend, you know?
Yeah, honestly, it's going to depend on the fucking officer, to be fair. But like 90-80% of the time, I don't know, like if you're honest, like that's kind of
they're
like
gonna be pretty chill about it.
I always want to say they're basically apathetic if you like don't really cause them trouble, don't look like you're like being
especially
shifty,
if you are
like,
genuinely just don't know. Like
Mhm.
if you like tell them like if you have integrity, right? And you tell them like, well, listen, like I legit don't know this. You know, I don't really know cars much. Like, please help me. And you ask for help, they're gonna be like, okay, well, you know.
Yeah, you know. Oh my God.
They'll be like, all right, this is what, and usually the officer will do, they'll be like, all right, this is what I'll do. I'll help you along with this, but I'm going to have to write you up a warning. I'll give you a written warning and you can be on your way. Or I can just give you a verbal warning, but don't do something like this again.
Yeah, I get it.
And,
I get it.
Yeah. There'll be some pretty chill cops out there, and some of them can be real dicks too. But it's just like what Vito said. It depends on the officer.
Yeah.
I remember. So this isn't a crime anymore. So
anymore.
When I was very, very young, okay, I had to be at least like 10. Okay.
Right out of the incident where you're punching kids in a blackout auditorium.
Shut up. No. But did I tell you guys this is another Mercy is a horrible child story. So I got 3 of them because it's just very, very they all tie together, you know. So me and my friend, we're gonna call him Rick, and we're gonna call the other one Nate. Okay. So basically, Rick and Nate, we've been hanging out ever since, you know, middle school, high school. Okay. Well, we used to hang out at the park a lot. And in this park, there was a baseball stand. And every now and then, they would host baseball games. You could buy snacks there, Airheads, sodas, Gatorades, etc. Right? Well, we're like, dude, do you think they have food in there? It's like late at night. You know what I mean? And he's like, I don't know, man. So the way it was set up, it was behind the fence where the ump sits, you know what I mean? So we climbed the fucking top of the fence because there was a sliding glass window at the top. I'm like, dude, if we go up there with a big stick and climb up this ump cage and we open up that sliding glass window, because nobody's going to lock that thing up there. Nobody's there to touch it, right? He's like, oh, that's a good question. So we did it and it slid open. And so guys, there's like at least like a 3-foot gap between me and this window. Okay. So this didn't turn out too good the first time I started doing this, because when I jumped, I missed the window. I hit the ground so fucking hard, bro. I like this happened in like 5 seconds. So I was like, ah! And I landed on my back and I was like, oh, because you ever got like, you just fell so hard you sucked the wind out of your body.
It knocks the wind out of you. Yeah. I
Yeah.
know that
So
feeling.
we tried this again, okay? And I climbed up there, and this time I didn't pussy it. I went, ah! And I jumped in through the window, and I fucking immediately smacked my chin on a table. So I'm bleeding, okay? So this is already really cool. I already left my DNA at the crime scene.
Oh my god.
But so I'm in. I'm like, boys, I'm in. And they're like, yeah. So I came downstairs and I unlocked the door. And I'm like, guys, you'll never guess what's in here. And they're like, what? We found a whole tub of Airheads. That's it. That's the only thing that they left in this fucking was Airheads. Well, we didn't wait till nighttime. It was like the dusk, you know, where like the sky was little like dark blue. You can still kind of see what people are fucking doing. The neighbor next door saw me eat ass. And then they saw me jump in through the window. So
Neighbor's like, this is quality entertainment right here.
Yeah, for real. They must have been like, oh, for fuck's sake. We didn't get in trouble, okay? But we always go to the let's call them the Blasphemous Jimmy's baseball team, okay? And I'm like, oh man, dude, let's watch the baseball game. It's for free. Oh, we love baseball. And we'd play baseball after they're all gone and shit. But the coach came over and he looked at us. And we had the jar of Airheads. And we're eating them. He's just looking at them.
Where did you get that?
Precisely. He was like, so boys, where'd you get a whole commercial sized jar of Airheads? And we're like, oh, from school. He's like, oh yeah? And he looks, he's like, looks like the one I bought. I'm like, no, we got it from school. And he's like, yeah, well, what does this say? And he poked down. Underneath the lid, there was Sharpie marker. So then I climbed up and then I jumped out the fucking, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, but we fucked. So we got in trouble. He's like, where are your parents? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened after that. It's just like a blur, but like, it's just weird. Guys, my last story was funny as fuck. Right next to the Blasphemous Jimmy's Park, there's like a private property, and the guy had a big ass tire swing next to the creek, right? So I'm like, damn, I kind of want to go swinging, guys. Let's go. You know, so we would play on it and, you know, jump in the water, and it's really fun. Well, this guy, he's like, oh, get off our property. And I'm like, but we're kids. There's a tire swing. He's like, I don't care. You know, like, fuck you. I hate children. I have a tire swing though, you know, like, and I'm like, okay, so we would just go back and sneak and play on this thing. And then finally he threw it in the fucking tree. So we used a big ass stick and got it down. And then finally one day, homeboy cut it down. I'm like, really? Fucking just, so we tie it and it just didn't, we tied a good monkey knot and it got us through. Then he fucking cut it again. And I'm like, you know what? So I walked up to it and I tied it into a noose. I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, it's such an FU, you know what I mean? Like just tying it into a noose. But I hope. Yeah.
Mercy, that sounds like a death threat.
It's not a death threat.
That's a
What do you-
crime.
What do you
It's-
usually use a noose for, Mercy?
You know, technically,
Actually, no, let's talk about
Dude.
something else. Actually,
it wasn't a
Why
noose.
did you immediately go there?
You're true. So
it's not my fault. He said he had tied a noose on his on.
Do you know what nooses are actually used for?
slip knots. They're for Davy.
Yeah.
Murder.
Yeah. Tying
Right.
boats. Shut up. But anyways,
Titans under load.
Tying
It's
boats.
to carry stuff.
yeah, it's to carry the baggage. No, okay.
Oh
But
my god.
anyways, no,
I like this.
it was just he technically wasn't even a real slip knot. I'm a child. I don't know how to do that shit. It was like a lasso, you know what I mean? And if anything, we used it to like swing on, you know, it was like a handle to jump because we used it to jump in the water. That's what we used it for. And then finally, he cut the whole damn thing down. And I'm like, this sucks, man. Like for the guy out there, like we were just kids trying to have fun. Like, was that your fucking, I don't know, like your coveted tire swing when you were a kid and you're like, I'm gonna let nobody play on this thing. Like that, how rude. Okay? Your time is gone. Our time is now.
I feel kind of like Squidward for understanding why you probably don't want someone else's children playing on your lawn.
Well, it's stupid. Like, dude,
If you got hurt, he could be liable.
I mean,
I was
listen,
just gonna bring that up.
if I got hurt, I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I was one of those kids who were like, it's not his fault. It's my fault. I just wanted to use this pool.
You can't trust adults to like say it's not me
Yeah, that's
or
true.
it's not him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny.
but
It's
I
like,
mean, I get that. I mean, we
to,
do.
to,
we,
to piggyback off of, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but like to
Mm.
piggyback
No,
off
it's all
of Mercy, like breaking into things on purpose. You know,
Mm.
I once like broke into like a really prominent place. Okay, you guys know what the Dolby Theater is?
as in like Dolby, the company,
Well, as in the Oscars.
you broke into the
Oh.
Oscars.
Not during the Oscars, mind you, but the theater itself. So I
How?
was in the area for Rooster Teeth's Let's Play Live. Okay, we had tickets, me and
Wow.
my friend. Okay, and their
Nice.
venue was the Dolby Theater. You know, the same place they do the Oscars. So it was really a big deal, right? But
Mhm.
we were in like the lobby area, you know, waiting until the show starts before we can get seated. And I had to go to the bathroom, and I got terribly lost. So
Oh,
I went down this
no.
I went down this hallway, and I took like opening up doors. I was like, what the fuck's the bathroom? And then I eventually I made my way up to like this area where I'll call it the Abe Lincoln seats, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
Because-
Jesus. Yeah.
And I open up the door, and it's just the entire auditorium with like all the seats, and it's the entire like Rooster Teeth crew getting ready for the show, just talking with each other. And I've been looking down at them like I'm the only one up there. I'm
I'm
like,
like, wait a minute, is this in the bathroom?
I'm like, part of me was like super intrigued though, so I kind of just sat there awkwardly staring down at them for like a good minute. I was like, it would be really weird if they noticed me. I'm gonna fuck off. You know?
That's fucking funny. Dude, I'd like to imagine you're like that SpongeBob meme where he's like peeking around his window. It's like two little eyes.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's really funny.
you know, it's the accidental stuff like what we did. You know, like when you're a kid, you don't think about it. You know, you don't know what the fuck is bad and what's good, or you know what I mean? Like you're just a kid, man. You like, oh man, yeah. When I was a kid, okay, I remember I took a candy bar. It was like at a Dollar Tree. I took a candy bar and I just took it. You know what I mean? Because we don't know any better. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how my parents pay for these things. Money doesn't exist when you're a kid. You know, they just buy everything for you. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take it and walk around with it, and then I left with it. Well, my mom knows a cop back in the day, so she just like had the cop talk to me and like I'm getting arrested. I was like, 6. I'm like crying. I'm like, but dude, that stuck with me. I like, you know, I can't deal with people that fucking do. My old friends, old. I'm talking like they're like, oh, dude, yo, wouldn't it be so funny if I just slipped this in my fucking pocket? And I'm like, wouldn't this be so funny if I just right hooked you in your jaw? You know what I mean? Like, don't listen, people. Don't fucking steal. Listen, if you can't afford it, you don't need it. That's how it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, if you really want it, you work for it. That's how life is. I literally got my first job at 16 under the table.
I stole an apple from a grocery store.
You're fucking horrible.
I was really hungry. I really wanted the apple, and I shoplifted. I was in high school.
I just noticed that when I zoom in, Biscuit's fucking gone, and it gets replaced with Han.
Yeah.
I actually stole a hot dog once.
Hey, but hold on, listen. Well, let's get right. So listen, the topic is crime, right? But we've been talking a lot about our little harmless BS crimes we did as our youth. What about like real crimes in the world? Should we start talking about those?
I mean, we could. Do you have any crimes you've committed? I don't have any.
No, I'm talking about just like well-known crimes, like in like Al Capone and Bonnie and Clyde.
I was like, damn.
Here. Speaking about Al Capone here, I got a neat little story here.
Oh, really?
Al Capone.
This does deal with him. In my hometown, at an auto shop that I worked at in my hometown that I used to work in, is a very old auto repair shop. It used to be a Ford dealership back into the 40s, and Al Capone actually had his vehicle serviced there.
That's really actually fucking okay. That's cool. That is kind of cool.
Yeah, because Al Capone was really big into Ford vehicles, and usually Ford back then was kind of like the leading brand back there. A little bit more than like your Packard or Chevrolet and all that stuff. Ford was more common back then.
Mm-hmm.
And Al always liked his Model T, and he had his vehicle service at the auto shop that I used to work at in my hometown. I mean, we actually legitimately have a history book in the hometown that I live in, and there's a section in there, a chapter of his visit and how he had his vehicle serviced and all that. And then I just sat down and thought about that. It's like, man, if only the fucking walls could talk in the auto shop that I work at. Just imagine the amount of stories you would hear.
I got one for you guys. It's actually really cool. And so my area, it's kind of like Pissweeds, but more mountains. But we're known for a guy named Bucky Phillips. Do you guys know about Bucky Phillips?
Sounds familiar.
Guys, like this guy was, he was born in Stockton, New York. Okay. Bucky Phillips, he was infamous. Like, I'm also talking like in the world of Halloween, he's Michael Myers level notable. He escaped from Erie County Jail, and dude, he had a massive manhunt across Western New York, PA. Dude, like during his time, he shot 3 fucking cops, tragically killing one. He landed him on the FBI's 10 most wanted list before his capture. Actually, yeah, it was, they caught him September 8th of 2006. But he was so widespread, dude, that like local businesses in our area, they used to sell merch with like slogans like "Run, Bucky, run," which, if you really think about it, that's fucked up. Because like it was a myth in our area. Guys, no shit. My mom's like, "Don't stay out too late or Bucky Phillips will get you." And we're like, we don't know who Bucky Phillips is. But it was a serious thing. Like, he was a wanted criminal for murder. A serial killer. He's killed 3 people. And yeah, it's fucked up, you know, but it's crazy, you know, like everybody has their own style of, I guess, crazy wackos in their area. But yeah, I mean, other than that, we're not known for too much. I mean, some history for you, I guess, is Lucille Ball. She wasn't a criminal, but she did go to court because her grandfather put her down as communist for the Red Party when she was a kid. So like it started this huge like manhunt that Lucille Ball was actually a Russian spy. Of course, this is the Red Scare in the 1950s and 60s.
Yeah.
So like back then, you know, that was like a huge thing. But like other than that, we're not really known for too much, which is good, you know. But yeah, we're no Florida. What about you, Pan? You got any local wackos?
I haven't really kept track of any local wackos since that guy with the chainsaw going after old women.
What?
Oh, well, it was actually like more joggers, actually, like an actual guy with a chainsaw. Like, he attacked like one person, and my mom actually knew somebody who, like, sister who was an old woman who was a victim of like a guy attacking people with chains. Wait, no, I'm misremembering. It was just her who got attacked with the chainsaw. Yeah, she was out for a jog.
What the fuck, dude? That's like.
That's when it was like 2017, 18 maybe, I think. When I was
That was the height of this. That was the height of the creepy clowns. I'm not joking.
No, you're thinking of wait, didn't it?
Yeah,
like,
that was 2018, man.
Yeah, but 2016 was like when they did a lot of clowns. Didn't it die after that? After 16?
Or
were they still doing clowns during up to 2018?
Yeah, you're right. It primarily occurred in 2016 and died off in 18.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can't believe.
And that's when you realize a lot of people that try to follow into that footstep, and a lot of the impersonators of being the clowns and stuff end up getting severely injured and maybe killed, because people were starting to catch on to this. It's like, yeah, we don't need these bastards around here. Some people are fucking armed, and it's like you had a creepy clown coming after you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're gonna get shot.
Right. No, I mean,
all there's to it. And
listen,
we're telling you, it's like, hey, back off.
Yeah, you
just keep running. It's like, yeah, you're gonna get shot.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Don't fucking dress up as a clown and terrorize people. It's not Halloween. That's called crime.
Yeah, that was probably one of the most stupid fucking like weird trend things that happened.
Yeah, for real. Remember the meme? Throw your car battery in an ocean.
The people doing it just had no concept that people are ready to defend themselves.
Right.
Well, you see, they think that they aren't an actual threat, so there's no reason why pretending to be a threat would get them hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like, oh, they're gonna get so scared and run away. It's gonna be so funny. But then, like, the guy's like, oh, screw this. It's fight or flight. This time I'm choosing flight or fight. You know.
I heard it was like a failed marketing campaign.
I heard it was a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what it would market. You know, like. I think if anything that sucks is that really it took away Ronald McDonald. That's why they stopped advertising him, is because of the clown scare of 2016.
I thought it was because there was like a lawsuit or thing at the time because trying to say like, hey, you shouldn't have a kid-friendly mascot like this if you're trying to be like healthy, or like it was a thing of like he's associated with Ronald McDonald's house, the charity, and the company Ronald McDonald, where they kind of don't want the actual children's hospital foundation thing that they have going on that closely associated with Ronald McDonald, the burger restaurant. They didn't want the same mascot to be like both a mascot for a charity and a restaurant.
I mean, I think it's, yeah, I get it. It's stupid, but like, I don't know if you guys knew this. I was a Ronald McDonald House kid. You know, when I was a kid, I was diagnosed with hernias and I had to get surgery that was like life-threatening. So my mom, I had to stay overnight in a Ronald McDonald House charity like hospital, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know, man. I've always liked Ronald McDonald. I mean, I was always creeped out, but at the same time, you got to put respect. You know what I mean? Like the costume was good. The actor, I don't know the guy who actually played the Ronald McDonald in the 2000s, but like I miss the mascot craze. Everybody had a mascot. Everything. Fucking Subway tried one. Fucking remember what the fuck was it? Hamburger
Quiznos.
Helper. I never saw the Quiznos. Oh yeah, it was the oven, right?
No, Quiznos was the freaking the
Chinchilla?
freaking. It was the stuffed animals in a way. They're creepy animals and that.
Oh.
The little
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know from the Super Bowl commercial or something. That's like
Yeah, it's
I
Sponge
still have-
Monkeys.
I still have the Quiznos neon sign.
That's
Oh
fun.
yeah, you still fucking, but
I have that.
yeah,
I don't know how oh wait, my friend actually had it. He used to own a bar. And I don't know how the hell he got his hands on it.
dude. Okay, while we're on the subject of fast food, okay, fast food crime, okay. So it's not crime per se, but I still think this is funny. So one of my friends from the moment, okay, the Rick friend, all right, he was like, hey dude, we were at a dance, okay, and he worked at McDonald's, all right, and at McDonald's there were these bird paintings hanging on the walls, you know, on every single wall frame. Well, we used to go to this McDonald's a lot, and we used to throw our fries in the chandeliers. So it'd be like fries, like a whole ring of fries in the chandeliers. We'd fucking, I'd ask for a giant large cup. I'm like, yeah, can I get a cup for water? And the manager, she was cool. She was like, yeah, here. So I take it and I immediately put orange soda, and she's like, hey, and I'm like, oh, this isn't water. Just dump it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but so cut back to the high school
Ew.
dance, and what's up?
This reminds me of Operation Soda Steel.
Yeah,
Have you guys heard of Operation Soda Steel?
you talked about this in the first episode, Chef's Kiss, Vito. But hold on, let me
I
finish
did?
this, and let me finish this, and we'll cut back to that because it was so fucking funny. Yes, dude, you really did. But so, my friend, he's like, yo, you want to see something cool? And like me with my fucking pixie sticks and unbuttoned collar, I'm like, yeah, man, let's go see something cool. You know, we walk out of the school dance, his car, he opens up his trunk, 7 stacked bird paintings. I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, man, you know those bird paintings from McDonald's? I'm like, yeah. He's like, there they are. I'm like, yo, that's cool. What are you gonna do with it, man? He's like, probably put them around my house. I'm like, that's really cool, dude. He has the fucking McDonald's trash can, you know, like the big, like countertop material one. You gotta like push, like cement. Yeah, it's in his house.
How the hell did he actually get that? That's just beyond me.
I think basically what happened was they had a remodel, so he got to
Oh,
take that
sure.
home. But the bird paintings happened post or pre-meet remodel. But yeah, guys, all right, it's time for
We
a
gotta hear
cutback.
Vito's.
Yeah, it's time for a cutback. So we're going to rewind the clock all the way back to the very, very first unreleased episode of Tunecast, where this motherfucker and a guy named Smitty talked about their heist. Okay, so I wanted to ask you, Vito, do you want me to try and find the clip and re-show it and retell it in its own words, or do you want to talk about it again?
Well, I don't know if we're on the same page, I'll be honest, because Operation Soda Steel was not me and Smitty's thing.
It was. I promise you it was.
No, it was an internet thing from 2008.
Yes, I know what you're talking about with the big machine.
Oh.
And yeah, remember we tried to steal the Baja Blast? I just
so
think you don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We just talked about it. I thought that you thought that me and Smitty came up with this idea.
No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no. I mean, I could just talk about it again.
Go for it.
So, I mean, for those of you who don't know, back in 2008, there was this user on GameFAQs, okay? He went by the username is, I don't know how to pronounce it, Epitaphlip, whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, he devised this plan to sort of kind of like subsequently and carefully obtain, quote unquote, very large quantities of Mountain Dew Baja Blast from Taco Bell.
I have the illustration he made on screen.
Yeah. So if you look at the illustration, this is a real drawing that this dude made when he was pitching this idea. He was like, okay, so I'm gonna put a funnel in a large cup that I'm gonna like get for like water. I'm just gonna buy a drink. He's gonna buy a large soda, right? But then he had this idea where this funnel went up like through this tube through his arm and went into this backpack. This backpack had like two liters that like, kind of branched off from that tube. And it was completely filled. The tube.
Motherfucker.
So funny about this fucking. What's so funny about this is it's like the most like unnecessary. It was just a crime of passion. It was seriously, literally just a crime of passion. There was no fucking need to do this.
Blueprints on this.
It reminds like the fucking dude like walks up. He's like, all right, just gonna get my one singular Baja Blast. And the fucking and then it just starts going. Oh, nothing to see here, guys. Don't these sounds are completely normal.
Really, like, what I love about it is because like the person that came up with this idea knows how stupid it was. Like, he understands how dumb it was, and it's like I thought, like, I'm gonna do this just because I can, you know.
You could have a pump system today, actually.
You know what I loved about this too? You know what I loved about Operation Soda Steel though?
What?
Is that it gained so much popularity that fucking people on the forum were like working with him to devise a better plan.
Right.
You know, offering advice on its execution, designs for it, you know, and like,
yeah.
a huge following.
And then
and
for real. So
funny is like you could spend 90.
Sorry.
You could spend 99 cents to get a large soda with free refills. You could just do that. Taco Bell, but he's like, nah. I'm gonna steal two liters of Baja Blast, baby.
Yeah, for real.
And then there's like it's like a follow-up image of this dude's bedroom. He's got jugs of Baja Blast in his bedroom for going back to this fucking Taco Bell and just keeps going.
Dude,
it's possibly my favorite crime.
You know what?
You know what would be even really hilarious if like in the forums that this guy was doing that stuff. I'm sure most of the people were like giving advice were probably like FBI agents, be like, yeah, this guy.
Yeah, nice idea, bro. Hey, we got a job for you. So, dude, I pulled up one of the green texts. You guys got to see this. So it's like, would you dare to try something like this? The tube falls out of the bottom of his cup. It sprays all over the floor as he hides it between his legs. He pretends he pissed himself because he's afraid getting caught stealing drinks. Oh, fuck. Dude, it's you know what it reminds me of, Vito? It reminds me of like a Powerpuff Girls crime. Like what Gang Green would have done. Like, oh, we're going to steal all of the soda.
Jojo.
Yeah, for real. Like, oh, I am here to steal all of your soda. So the best part is, have you guys seen like the fan like interactions and shit? Like they did Spampton from Deltarune. This is something he would do. But like,
there's so much fan art of it.
It's got culture. I will say it just got mad fucking culture.
You see, this right here is just harmless type stuff right here. It's something that you just laugh about. It's obviously not really gonna work, but it's great quality, cheap entertainment right here. Just be like, you know what, this is awesome.
Now,
just to fuck around.
A lot like on this same topic. Okay, let's think of some funny, harmless crimes. They wouldn't really be crimes. They would be considered a prank. Like this. This is considered a prank in a way, you know, because like, dude. When it comes to Taco Bell, that shit literally comes to them by a sponsor, and you literally get they're little bags of sauce, that mix with carbonated water.
It's syrup eggs.
It's syrup eggs,
It's
yeah.
just syrup. Yep.
Which, listen, if anybody out there who did food service, if you ever had to change one of those, you know what I'm talking about, dude. Rest in
It's a
peace.
pain in the ass.
They are a pain in the ass. And
they're a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
My boss actually has one of those soft drink machines at the gas station that he owns and that stuff, and one of them was acting up, and oh my god.
yeah, it's
I just say it's like, just get Coca-Cola to come out here and fix this. They do this on a regular basis. I ain't wrenching on this here.
so, boys, this leads me to our game. The Tunecast game. That's right, bitches.
We're playing a game inside of a game.
Right.
Game.
Now, I'd like you all to close your eyes, for you are now thieves.
I can't see shit out of this fucking thing.
So, your goal, there is a burger restaurant near you named Hamburger. Okay?
Oh, the hamburger.
Your goal is to steal as much burger and just product as possible, okay? We're calling it the Tunecast Heist. And we're going to walk step by step through this to see how the fuck we'd actually do this, okay?
Okay.
Now, quick disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen here in the audience and future audience, this is all hearsay. We are not going to be stealing. Hamburger is a fictional restaurant, and everything you see on this channel is educational purpose only.
We're going to be stealing all the 200% burnt hamburgers.
All right, boys. So, it's a sunny day in August. Fucking hot as hell. You smell the burgers in the air. You're sitting there. You're like, damn, I want some burgers. Boys, you devise a plan. You got maybe $2 out of all of you, okay? You're like, yeah, I don't have enough for all of us. But you see Hamburger, they're doing a deal. Right now, you can get a 2 for $5 special if you bring in a coupon. This coupon, you get this by purchasing something, okay? That is the leeway into your heist. That is your info, okay? Boys, devise your plan, starting now.
Okay. So there's a few things we need to consider. One is going to be phases, right? So if we're going to pull off Operation Patty Snatcher, we need to we need to consider a few things. One, phase one, that's got to be like recon, right? We need to know the ins and outs of how this place works, right?
Yeah.
Then we have to set up. Someone needs to be a distraction. It has to. Any good heist plan has to have a distraction, and then that's when we infiltrate, right? So it's really just determining how these phases look, right? So let's consider phase one recon, right?
Yeah.
We'll call it burger watch, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So shift changes, that's going to be a big one, right? When people change their shift, lots of different movement, people coming in and out of the door, that's going to be a window, right? We also need to consider when the fresh burgers come off the grill, you know? If we're going to make it out with a bunch of fresh burgers, like, we need to consider a few things here, okay? We need to consider that coupon. Obviously, that's going to bring in a shit ton of customers. So, if you know fast food restaurants, typically, at a certain part of the day, there's going to be a bulk order. Because what companies like to do is they like to do catering for meetings and shit, okay?
Ooh.
I know this because I'm in a leadership role, and we have to cater for meetings. Usually we make bulk orders. That's gonna be our window. We're gonna steal their bulk order, okay? So
Tell you what,
obviously
boys.
one of us needs to do some recon, so we're gonna have to go in there. We're gonna have to see when the shift changes. We're gonna have to get the layout and how the deliveries work, right? That's phase one. Phase two is gonna be setup. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
I'll
Hispy,
be
what do
your
you think?
eyes in the sky, boys. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to be AI generating image of a fast food restaurant from bird's eye view, and you guys are going to plan your entry through the AI generated image. Sound good?
Great.
Sure.
When do I
I was
open
gonna
my
say
eyes
it's
to
like
see
Mercy
the
will be the
image?
best bullshitter right there because he always
You
like
could-
talking out his ass.
True.
You
True.
can open your eyes, man.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't tell that you were closing your eyes, man. I just oof. All right.
Okay.
Bro's
So
about to fall asleep.
I can't. What the fuck, man? Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
All right, boys. Image coming on screen now. Welcome to Hamburger. So, don't pay attention to what the fuck is inside of the building.
I was
There's
gonna say
it is Orange Slimer Day.
Hey, you're right.
So, yeah, they are catering to the Orange Slimer group. It is an LLC.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yes,
this is
what are you
obviously
thinking?
Okay, so this is obviously a Friday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Friday, busiest day, during
Friday
lunch hour,
afternoon.
busiest time equals most chaos equals maximum burger.
Yeah.
So, what I'm thinking is we take a van
Okay.
and we put the company we put the name of the company that's picking up the catering order. Yeah? We pose
yeah.
as the Orange Slime LLC, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to draw you a fucking van right now. It's working pretty good.
we're the bug
get-
exterminators.
Yeah. You guys have a really good van. I promise. Wow. This is a good van. This is a great.
Mercy, why didn't you just draw the same car everyone else has ever driven or drawn? Couldn't you draw
Yeah, but
cartoon one?
it's a van. Okay, so you got the van. Okay, so you're Slimer LLC, right?
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
Slimer LLC.
Slime.
Here to slime.
Yeah, you're Slime. Wow, LLC.
We need to really capitalize on chaos here. Okay?
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
we need to get some chaos going.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
why I
So-
brought the snakes.
Oh, you brought
Yeah,
snakes.
So throw the snakes. Okay, it's gonna be in the lobby. Everyone's freaking out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could throw the
That's when
snakes.
one of us goes to the back with a clipboard in hand, and we're like, "Oh, hey, we're Orange Slime LLC. I don't know what's going on, but through the chaos, they're not gonna really double check credentials. Okay, really. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's a time of urgency. There's a lot of snakes.
Yeah.
So you
Don't
guys are
harm the
you guys are trying to be snake like snatchers, snake snatchers,
wranglers.
snake wranglers. Save that for the fucking TNA rest stop,
Snake.
bro.
Snake wranglers.
Snake wranglers.
Yeah, because here's the thing. For most catering orders for businesses, this shit's prepaid, right?
Yeah.
It's just a pickup. So through the chaos, right? Obviously, that's gonna mess with not only the staff members, but for Orange Slime LLC, which they're already there. They're almost ready to pick up this order. We're not gonna let them, right? So that's gonna be the time to throw the snakes.
Oh shit, yeah.
Having one of us dressed up as or being representative of Orange Slime LLC with clipboard in hand, that's gonna be our time to be like, hey, like, I'm sorry this is happening, but like we need to pick up this order. Clipboard in hand, we're like, can we get them? While the rest of the staff members are gonna try to control the situation, most likely one person, and this is this fast food culture, you know, they are people pleasers. They need to make sure the customers are taken care of. So obviously, they're gonna honor this and go, all right, yeah, let's load you up. You know, through the chaos, they're not going to double check credentials. Really, they're just not. There's just too much going. It's a bad situation, right?
Right, yeah.
Once all of our burgers are loaded up, I'm going to assume we were smart about this and we had pagers. We're gonna page everybody, get in the van, and we're gonna book it out of there like nothing ever happened. Now, once all the
Whoa.
snakes have been taken care of, the original LLC guys are gonna be like, all right, can we get our order? And they're gonna be like, well, what do you mean? You just like
just
when did you
picked it up.
like
You
y'all
picked
just
it up.
loaded it up? And
Okay.
they'd be none the wiser.
It's just like a bank.
Uh-oh.
You're
Uh-oh.
stealing the bank's
Hold
money.
on. Urgency.
Operation Patty Snatcher is an success. Fuck you. Why did you do that? What? What's going on?
So, the cops were called, and they fucking, they're like, oh, somebody's been snatching our patties. You guys are right
the cops
here.
are already there for the snakes.
Oh yeah, true. So you guys are currently right here. Okay. The cops.
We didn't get in there in 90 seconds and out.
Cops are all around. Now remember, they haven't gotten you yet. You know what I mean? By the way, check out Catnapped OST on YouTube. But I gotta find the fucking. There we go. So, how do you guys sneak out? What do you do? Because like at this point, the gig's up. Somebody figured out that you weren't real, but they don't know who. They just know that somebody here is stealing.
All right,
No,
look, there's a
hold
storage
on,
room
hold
right
on.
there.
My
I'm-
question
I'm-
here is.
Here's my
biggest question,
thing, right?
Okay, go ahead.
How in the chaos? Because this whole thing that you set up now that the cops are questioning us completely threw out the snakes. You threw the snakes out the window there.
Yeah, the poor snake.
Like what's happening with the snakes? The whole
Hmm.
idea of the snakes was to cause chaos and a distraction. You're
Yeah,
telling
I
me
thought we were partly
you're
cleaning
telling-
it up or something.
Yeah, you're telling me during this time the cops got wind that somebody here doesn't belong? Give me a break.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Tell you what, the cops are here because of the snakes. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Somebody
Okay.
called the cops. We tried to stop them, so so we had to hurry.
Yeah. There you go. So, at this point, do you basically fake job this and wrangle the snakes with zero, I guess?
Oh, we're not wrangling the snakes. We put the snakes there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now you're fake snake wranglers, right? So the cops are there
No,
to
we're
make
not.
sure. No,
we're not.
Oh, you just threw them there, and you guys are just customers.
Yeah, so Pan, and whatever method he decided, planted the snakes, fucking released the cages, or did whatever he needed to do to get those snakes out into the lobby, right?
Yeah,
Pull them
yeah.
out of the bag.
Everybody is panicking. Consider this: staff members are going crazy, customers are going crazy. The Orange Slime LLC, who are entering the building to pick up their bulk order for catering
Yeah.
order, is now going crazy because there are snakes everywhere. So chaos has ensued, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when we sneak in through the chaos. At this point, 911 is being called. Cops are on their way, right?
Yeah.
So,
We're just
but that's
taking
not our
forever.
problem. You know, that's the cops' problem. We're just here to pick up. You know, so while all the other staff members are trying to handle this situation, there's got to be one on standby to still provide service to the customer.
Right.
Hey, I'm sorry that this is happening. We're just here for a bulk order. We're from Orange Slime LLC, right? Who are you? Get out of here, sleazy palm! Get out of here! Who's am I? Get him out of the chat.
Best
Ew.
news on steamboo.com.
Yeah, right.
No-
Everybody
nobody-
look at
nobody
him
put
and
that in.
laugh.
Hey, let's all say this
Sticky.
at once here. Let's all say, what a loser.
What a
loser.
loser. Anyways,
What a oh shit! Oh, holy
What
Inception! My bad.
Oh my god, it's getting smaller.
Back to
Yeah.
the heist.
Yeah.
Chaos is ensued. We're like, listen, we need a bulk order. Obviously, as a fast food restaurant, they have to please the customer, right? So they're
Mhm.
like, okay, do you have like, well, can we just we'll just load you up? Obviously, there's 3 of us, 4 of us, right? So we're gonna be like, it's fine. We can get this done pretty quick, you know. Obviously, realistically, like we want to get out there. We want to get out of here like as soon as possible because there's stakes here, you know.
Mhm.
Yep.
We get our van loaded up. Here comes the cops. You know.
Ooh. Oh,
now,
yeah.
now that the cops are here, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we were smart about this, you know, since this is a bulk order, we pulled around the backside of the restaurant. I've seen it before, you know, that's not out of the norm, okay?
Yeah.
So we're being loaded up. We're loaded up at this point. Any one of us can sign off, whatever, because it's prepaid. We'll give us our receipt, and we're gonna go away. Really, the cops being there is not our problem, because
Right.
here's the thing: we're just part of a company picking up some food. Okay. Really, at the end of the day, once the chaos has ended, cops are gonna follow up with whoever's there. They're probably gonna put camera footage. That's gonna be a different issue. So, Pan, my question to you is: how did you
Yeah.
pull this
How-
off?
How did you drop the snakes?
How did you drop the snakes? Because that's going to be very vital to Operation Patty Snatcher.
They were in a bag of snakes. I kind of just opened the bag.
So is the
Grabbed it from the
CCTV gonna pick this up? Is the CCTV gonna pick this up? Like, how are you gonna dodge the cameras on this one?
What the fuck?
Well, if we know where the cameras are, we know, like, a restaurant usually has, like, a side door, not just, like, the back door. The back door is usually, like, locked, cameras on it. The front door usually has a camera. Side door, sometimes, not usually, but, like, if you get the angles right, especially if it's, a sun-facing window, so it's super bright facing the camera, the camera's, I don't expect it to necessarily compensate. My face is going to be, obscured. I can just wave the bag open by the back door, and suddenly everybody has to go running towards the front. Some people are trapped in the bathrooms. Maybe the staff goes nearby. What?
What if you posed as a custodian, cleaning up the trash left over by some of the customers, putting the trash in said bags?
Yep.
And when you go out to take the trash out, that's when you release the snakes.
Oh, like by the back door, front?
Back door, or whatever door you're using, right?
The snakes at the back door. Do you want to walk around snakes, Vito?
No. I would say don't use the back door. We're gonna put these in the lobby, right? So
Yeah.
we're gonna use just a normal doors to exit. But you're a custodian taking out the trash. But as you're leaving, that's when you start releasing the snakes.
It makes sense.
I've done this for 35 years.
Makes sense.
I'm getting dementia. I'm just putting
Listen,
the
all I'm saying,
back out on the floor.
all I'm saying now is that we've covered the problem with the CCTVs. They wouldn't know any of the wiser. The cops will not question us because we were just there for a bulk pickup order, and there's enough real Orange Slime LLC employees there to throw them for a loop, right? There's enough of those guys there.
Yeah.
Not to mention us posing as them, picking up
Right.
the order and loading up to just enjoy some hamburgers for our meeting, our definitely real meeting. But really, in reality, we just took 20 fucking burgers and we got out of there.
I just kind of want to mention the fact that a custodian walked in, poured snakes on the floor, and left. No matter in what fashion, I'm gonna have to skedaddle because you're gonna realize quickly that I'm not their custodian.
You need a separate vehicle. You're not going in the van with us.
I'm distracted.
As soon as those snakes have been dropped, you're out of there. Okay,
Dude.
you're gonna meet up with us later and enjoy the burgers with us.
Dude, for those of you who have watched the Mercy Plays fast food simulator, this reminds me of the first so when we're fucking stressed the fuck out and all these customers are leaving, it reminds me of the truck, and I was like, what? The truck is leaving. It wasn't the truck driver. The fucking heist was us. It was future us stealing the truck from us. Yeah, they made off with all of our fucking shit. For context, if you haven't watched that episode yet, basically the truck is timed. So if you don't get your ingredients, the truck leaves. So we had almost $400 worth of shit in the truck, and all I hear Vito yell from Vito and Gar is, "The truck! Get the truck!" I gotta say,
I haven't played it with you guys. I was mad.
Listen, I say we got at least one more playthrough of that because we didn't even unlock coffee, ice cream, or any other bullshit.
Oh, Oh, no.
We gotta try it at least
It was-
one more time. Hamburger
it
Part
was
2.
chaotic.
But unfortunately, guys, we've basically exhausted as much time as we can here on today's podcast. Guys, we're going to roll into what we always do at this point. It's time for the closing remarks. Starting with,
Yes.
we're going to spice it up. I want to hear Pissweed's closing remark first today.
Oh, we're going the opposite direction. Okay.
Yes, baby. Let's hear it. What do you got, man?
Well, you guys just keep doing what you do best, and just stay on it, stay awesome about it, and just help people when in need.
Amen.
Yeah, help people. We love helping people.
We love helping people.
We love to respect the law. Do not break the law. There's nothing fun about breaking the law.
True.
That is true.
That's true. The only law you can break is the one you set for yourself.
Break the laws of physics. They reward that.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
true.
yeah. That's the only law that you can truly break. Break the law of physics, because that will impress a lot of people, and scientists love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who knows? You might become a new MIT student right there. You might be the new Gordon Freeman.
True.
Alright, my real closing remarks though is really just don't do crime, guys.
Yeah.
Unless
I'm gonna
it's like really funny. Like don't
and that last part was also a joke, because there's a lot of horrible people that thought what they did was funny.
Educate yourself on what truly is funny before you do funny crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a funny crime is considered the soda steal.
Soda steal.
Soda steal, yeah.
Yeah.
Crime.
The FAFO is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why you don't dress up as a clown, chase people with knives, and then get
Yeah,
surprised you end up in the hospital.
that's a great example of a. I thought it was funny crime. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
funny.
I thought it was funny, yeah.
Funny, guys. It's just a prank. It's
Yeah.
just a prank, bro.
And then all of a
Absolutely.
sudden they're laying on the ground with a nickel-sized hole.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
Just closing remarks. Just don't be a criminal. Not worth it.
okay,
Yeah.
real quick, guys, check chat, VChat. So I will say, guys, my closing remark is, where to start? Hold on. Okay. So, you know, these people that we have behind us, you know, we've been doing this show for a lot. Basically, guys, almost 26 episodes running soon. Isn't that crazy, guys? Just how that shit works.
We started this shit sometime about a year ago.
Yeah, it is. It's really, it's an achievement.
Coming
you know?
to the time where I will put the pool back up, the one I said I had and then took down, and
Damn. Yeah. But guys, my closing remark, okay, genuinely, is don't do it. You know, like if you think you can get away with it, you never will. Okay. It's not worth it.
Don't.
It's not worth the implications. And 9 times out of 10, the thing that you are about to do is so minuscule with heavy fucking, you know, like punishments. And it's just, yeah, think of it like this. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. You need a lot of self-control and really common fucking sense. Don't be a dick. Don't do anything that you're not supposed to do. Be nice to cops, because at the end of the day, that's a job that they have to go to every single day. Do you hate your job? Yeah, probably so do they, especially because they have to deal with people that I guess are locked up for a reason. You know what I mean? So like, be nice to these cops, man. These people are literally working harder than Vito at Chewy. You know what I mean?
Supposed to be public service.
Yeah, really, like you gotta have a lot of respect for the police. Like
Exactly.
I mean, here's the thing. Like
A lot of them
the
are just
police.
human.
The police have had some mixed history. Obviously, there's definitely some bad cops out there. Okay, there's some real corrupt ass cops out there. But really, that kind of doesn't just. It's not really exclusive to the police force. And there's a lot of different outlets and businesses that have that same sort of corruptness. Like, think about enterprise companies, right? Insider trades, right? Insider information. Like, yo, we're about to like do this for the company, invest in this specific stock. That's corrupt as shit.
Yeah,
You
that's a crime.
That's a crime. That's insider information.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
let me
not just
try.
the police
Can I
force.
copy Jeff Bezos' portfolio, please? No, but
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. But guys, there's one thing I will say, and it's, police. There's a lot of bad cops out there. They're always on social media, but that's the thing, guys. If you know anybody that's in law enforcement, post about them. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Like this officer did above and beyond and this. You start putting these people in a good light, because these bad people are outshining these good cops. And that's why media is a forced perspective. Show people what you want them to see by picking up that camera and saying, hey, this guy's a good guy, or this girl's a good girl, and they are doing a great job. Love the police. You know what I mean? And I'm not just saying that to for any cops out there, please give me a lesser speeding ticket. But no, it's just like these people, they're like us, they're trying to make it work in their own special way. And let me tell you, it's like a truck driver, like a factory worker, that shit, it takes balls to do. There's a lot of job opportunities out there right now, and these people chose that. So give them some respect, and they might show it back if you're not breaking the law. So guys, I am Studio Mercy. Thank you for coming to Studio Mercy's Tunecast. As always, I have my beautiful co-hosts that are here every single Wednesday, bi-weekly, of course. We got Pantone Ocelot to the left. We got Vito Skeletino, and we got the Gearhead Pissweed. And I will see you guys next Wednesday for some Mercy Plays. See ya, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey, by the way,
Goodbye.
how were these cages powered? Do we know how that works?
I don't know. Wait.
No. Oh no.
Why are the bars going down? Guys?
Oh no. What?
Oh.
Everybody's
no.
out. What the
Hey.
fuck is happening?
Whoa.
Oh shit! It's the Oh shit!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's